Welcome back to the Friday 13th YouTube channel, Matt Ahead. Another album review for you. German thrash demigods Sodom. Now, the band have just released their new album on SPV. It's called The Arsonists. If you've not heard the album, check it out. It's a great album. As you all know, they're one of the demigods alongside Destruction's Kreator and Tankard. Now, guys, if you didn't know, Sodom were originally formed back in 1982 by bassist and frontman Tom Angel Ripper, along with original drummer Chris Witch Hunter, who sadly passed away later on. The band would also feature Michael Wolff on guitars and O.E. Christophers on guitars as well. So the band released their debut album, Obsessed by Cruelty, back in 1986. This was released on Steam Hammer Records. Like Kreator, Destruction and Tankard, Sodom have their own style and sound. At times they could be compared to a cross between Venom and Motorhead, which works really well in favour for Sodom's music. The band's debut album was a cult classic. Now, this was a really good album, and it was followed up by the album Persecution Mania back in 1987, which I thought was a great album, a very different step in the direction from the debut, but a really powerful album indeed. Back in 1989, the band, for me personally, would release their best album, Agent Orange, which is an absolute cult classic in my opinion. Let me know what you think, what your favourite album is by Sodom. From Persecution Mania album onwards, the band would feature also guitarist Frank Blackfire replace the other two replacers. Now Frank's back in the band, and the band are writing some fantastic songs, as this new album will tell you. After the Agent Orange album, the band will write another great couple of albums. Would have Tap in the Vein, which was released in 1992, and also the album Better Off Dead, released in 1990. The band have gone from strength to strength, and as you'll hear, the new albums were a very, very powerful album, showing the true aggression of Sodom's music. In total, the band have released 16 previous albums, which really does say a lot about a band's career. And the band's previous album, Genesis X1X, was a great album, but The Arsonist is a great follow-up. So on this album, we'd have Tom Angel Ripper on vocals and bass guitar. We'd also have Frank Blackfire on guitars. We'd have drummer Tony Markel on drums, York, C. Gates on guitar. So that'll be the lineup for the new album. So this album contains 13 songs. I'm going to tell you what the song titles are for this new album. We'd open up with The Arsonist, the title track of the album, Battle of the Harvest Moon, Trigger Disciple, The Spirits That I Called, Witch Hunter, Scavenger, Gun Without Groom, Tap and Phobia, Sane Insanity, AWFT, Twilight Void, Obliteration of the Aryans, and the last song would be called Return of the Gods in Parts. So that's the song titles. Now, briefly, I'm going to tell you what the songs are like. Now, The Arsonist is an intro, which builds up into the song Battle of the Harvest Moon. According to the band's biography, this album was recorded on a 24 analog tracking machine. No overdubs, no tricks or anything. It's pure energy of Sodom's music. Opening track, Battle of Harvest Moon, is a really good opening song. It's got some really heavy elements. It's your typical Sodom. However, it does have some slow parts. This is something that I like that Sodom do because they have the energy and the power of the song. For an album that's been recorded on a 24-track analog machine, this is a great production. It's really solid, very powerful and crisp. Now, the second song on the album is called Trigger Discipline. This is a really cool song. At times, Tom's vocals remind me of also Tom Araya. There's a little bit of Arsonist on the bass guitar sound there, and also the dirty vibe of Lemmy's bass playing. Yet again, this is a very heavy, in-your-face song that Sodom do. Sodom don't take prisoners, as we all know, just like Kreator. Next song is called The Spirits That I Called. This is a little bit more like Sodom's traditional music. Tom's going back to his old vocal self, but like I said, the song I've just talked about, his vocals come very close to Tom Araya. Both Frank and York are doing fantastic guitar parts on this album. Some really good guitar trade-offs here between each other. And Tom's vocals are on top form. The same could be said for Tony's drum work. Very powerful thrash metal drummer. Next song is called Witch Hunter. This is dedicated to Chris Witch Hunter, former drummer of Sodom, who sadly passed away, like I said. It's a really, really heavy song. Some fantastic guitar playing here. Now, I have to say, one thing about Sodom, they're very much influenced by the Vietnamese War. You've probably noticed the album covers have done in the past, something that Tom seems to be really inspired by. Now, the next song on the album, Scavenger, this is a little bit more of a laid-back song. However, it does carry the elements and essence of Sodom's work. Very heavy bass guitar sound, as we all know. Tom has that really heavy bass sound of Motorhead and also Venom. All in all, this is a really good album, and if you are a fan of Sodom, you know what to expect. heavy, brutal thrash metal from Germany. I'm going to give this album 4 out of 5. It's got some really good songs, really catchy. I'm going to leave you a link at the end of this album review so you can check out a song from the new album. Please leave comments and share. Thanks for watching. Stay metal, metalheads.